Hello guys, today we are recording videos ourselves like every single day, following being young matters, communication skills. Yeah, we are striving to receive the improvement on our speaking. On today we're gonna talk about. I want to demonstrate my idea how the way this book operated and I haven't read it for a little, but it could be amazing when I can talk about this topic. Yeah, try to guide you how how this book working on and everything. I got it at this time. So let's move on. The topic today you're gonna talk. Okay. Um. Have you ever in the argument that an argument with someone, with your teachers, with your friends, or even with the stranger, or just like negotiate when we are end up the comparisons. Also, and walking away feeling like you lost. Yeah, you have the comparisons with others, but end up of that challenge, you feel lost something in your mind. Yeah, it feels like blown up when you just focus on you think you got it, you got the many beneficial, but when you're looking back, everything you just get spirited. Feels just like, oh, why don't do that and talk like that to get money, to get the maximum profit from that negotiation station. Negotiate station. Why we don't like that? Even we done of it, we feel like we lost something, we lose something. It's like we are often taught that the secret to a good deal to finding the middle ground. But what if I taught you that comprising is actually the worst thing you could do? Yeah, comprising with someone. Never comprising with someone. If you get the maximum beneficial, it could be good. But if the relationship is not too good, too magnificent, you can get it even on to negotiate with them. Put your benefit in the higher priority. Yeah. If you ever read the book Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss. Yeah, I have it right now. Never Split the Difference, Chris Voss. Yeah, it's gonna be very excited. I mean, it's gonna be mm, regarded to reading. Yeah, regard to reading. When you just read it, you open expand your mind and you plan up everything you got, you're chasing for, and the thing you talk to anyone else, you say no, and also start up with no, you blind out something you wanna talk with them, but also the benefit you got ever get more better when you don't have the specific method to talk with them to negotiate. Yeah. Mm, mm, the person have made this book is the form the APA leads hashtag negotiator. Yeah, he's like a lawyer, but he have the way to talk about the criminal. Yeah, it's gonna be good when you realize that traditional logic doesn't work at this. Humans are not logical, and You are deeply emotion creature. Creature. Yeah, we are deeply emotion creature because we act with our mind, our ego instead of. I mean that in the book, Think Slow and Fast of the Kahneman, he talked that um, we are have two system in our mind. The first thing we're gonna have is the first thing you're gonna have we usually make the unconscious is committed before we are doing something else. And the second thing, we have the logical and thinking carefully. Yeah, but actually, that's a sense of humor when we are usually our mind usually how take the mind the emotion features take a first and you think about it one first and you also converse to the second instead of second to one. Yeah, so whenever you take on the negotiation with someone or something in the table or something you want to get the maximum benefits, so you have to know that remove your emotion to get the maximum benefit. Yeah, just like Chris Words talk like if you kidnapper hold the hostage and demands $1 million, exactly is $8 million. You can just split the difference and offer the half a million for the half hostage. It's little terrible outcome. When you think the consequence be first the art instead of you hesitate yourself that think about everything you get and retrieve on it. Retry your mind. It's blowing up. It's true or about I mean that the emotion teacher had had take your control. Take your control and think the consequence, not just like the outcome of first. Yeah, right? Yeah. So, if you want to come down on the top in any discussions, whether we are asking for a rise, a closing a business deal, or just deciding where to eat with your partner, you need to this book. You really need this book to learn to do like that. Okay? So, um, yeah. Mm, I okay. I also make use of the Wing Chun method. You are hard with three steps on it. First thing you wanna one thing to one thing to type three step. One thing to type three step. And you're gonna answer your question like if you want to break down the everything you got have the maximum beneficial on the everything discussions every discussion you want to get. You have to the first thing you have to remember from this book like the tactical empathy. It's like the drop the volume to the serious. The core of negotiation not about the agreeing. It is about making other person feel completely understood and safe. They feel very they get the respect from you and from others. Yeah. Instead of feels like they are being controlled and they don't have feel safe every time on incursions on on our excursions. This is body listening is intensely to their emotion, not just their words. Okay? You have to control their emotion. Emotion the best thing you have to focus on instead of their words. Yeah, listening intenses their emotion. It you point out, figure out their emotion grown like words you have to take on it. That's the point to get the maximum, the completely understood and take on them in your hand to get the maximum benefits. Okay, so you have two types to do that to build that you have to two type it's like you have to build your voice like an instrument. Yeah, we are talk just like the instrument, we talk just like the musical we are learning, you are using it every single day, and it changes the chemical reactions of your brain, the listener brain. That's mean like you see in the accountant or the accountant on the and or the on the endpoint in the fuck a lots of in the supermarket or something else or the salt buy classes. They are usually take their negotiation every day, so they have the specific way to talk with you, with you, feel safe and understand you. Just like made you more be safe and everything you got more easier, and just like they understand you, they respect you, so you uh, uh, accept it based on your mind, based on your thing, being your thought. So the first thing you have to get out it if you are being controlled by them. So what's build? There are three types they talk. You have to build the positive and playful voice. This is be your different voice. You feel relaxed. You smile when you're talking, and you sound like the easygoing versions. Yeah, skip the signs, skip other signs in the collaborative frame of mind. And also the second type you're gonna talk about using the late night voice. Speak slowly and emphasize the word you want to emphasize. Clarity on your word. Using the voice selectively and you inflate your voice downward is feel like the calm and slow is create the aura of authority and trustworthiness without making other person not defensive. Yeah, it's literally slows their brain down so you can pass away on it. Okay. So just like that we can know how they are going to want to, because you don't need to focus on what something they want. You have to focus on the thing why they want to testing. You have to focus on why they want to test things, not the thing or the something they want. Focus on why, not what. Okay. Okay, just keep it going like that. You can easy going. easy could take their they take the mind they want to, easy to buy everything. So there are three steps that turn the tables in any negotiations. First thing, the first thing people fear the knowledge, right? So admiring, you can down, and when others speak, person speak, simply repeat their three words they said. Just last three words, it sounds like magic. First is like subconsciously tells them, I'm like you, and it encourages them to keep talking, right? And also the next step, you have to, instead of telling people, I understand, which first say you should never use you should never say you should label the emotions. The phrase is like, it seems like you are frustrated. Yeah, you understand me? It's like first say that you should never use you should label their emotions. I mean that you should base on their emotion, not as something just like they want. Like gonna have a talk, right? Yeah, like labeling. Hard to base on the thing, the why they want, and the thing they are strong for, why they want to get this. That is the way you know, and you take on to more prideful on everything stuff they want, or everything commonly you want to buy for them. Okay, by naming the negative emotions, you instantly diffuse the flower. You hit deny on the head without making defensive. Okay, the hit on the mind without making them feel defensive, make them feel comfortable. Just like it done for everything you got it. And also we have the last step. You want to you have to you have to ask this question, have open answers instead of the question just like yes, no. Instead of that, you can say, "Can you do this?" Ask, "How I am supposed to do that?" And this is incredibly powerful by asking how or what instead of saying, um, "Do you want?" or it's like, "Are you?" It's like you have to ask about how and what and why. Make the open answers. You can know them more deeply, understand them more deeply, overcome hardship and triumph in your when the way you try to understand them. Yeah. Do you give them the illustrations of controls? It feels like they are interchanged, but you are you are the one guiding the conversations, right? To just talking about how ask about how and what. It's like they feel like they understand, and I have the responsibility to take them to get the thing they want. It feels like they are take control the our conversations instead of we are converse, right? Yeah, but maybe if they are have the good way to talk, so it could be hard to invite them to buy this county. But no matter what, just keep going. Imperfect to to be a good thing. Failure is the ingredient to get the success in the future. Though, so don't scared to fail. Failure is temporary, but success is our future. So let's keep going. Okay, this end up our video today. This topic is too long for it. I want to talking about this book more longer time, but we don't have many time to talk about this. But it's gonna be very good when you are buy this book and reading. Yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye. See you on tomorrow.